Change is a fundamental reality of existence. Like the waters that never remain static in a stream, our very essence is in a perpetual state of flux. Picture this. You see someone today and again tomorrow, and while they may appear unchanged, beneath that facade, they are anything but static. Just as water constantly moves through a whirlpool, never actually becoming the whirlpool, we too are vessels of ever-moving energy and atoms. This idea is not only ancient but universally shared. Another great mind, Epictetus, emphasized this in his exploration of control. He observed the great emotional burdens we carry when we attempt to hold onto the unpredictable outer world. He believed in the art of caring selectively. The key isn't to eliminate care, but to focus it rightly, grounding it in our genuine reality. Epictetus highlighted the dichotomy of control. In life, some elements are within our grasp, while others are beyond our reach. The secret to inner contentment and strength lies in discerning between the two. Grasping at what is beyond our control is like trying to catch air with our hands. Let's look at it this way. Imagine you've cultivated a beautiful garden, which you can control to some extent. You can plant flowers, trim the hedges, and pull out the weeds. Yet, the weather, the sunshine or the rain, remains beyond your domain. If you were to anguish over a lack of sunshine or too much rain, it's a battle you'll never win. However, choosing to enjoy the garden regardless of the weather is within your realm of control. That's the essence of Epictetus' philosophy. Drawing from Epictetus' wisdom, imagine if he had to move away from his homeland. If he had clung to the notion that moving was a misfortune, he would have been tormented. Instead, he understood that while he couldn't control the move, he could control his perspective about it. In life, it's essential to anchor ourselves in what we can shape and to flow freely with what we can't. To quote another wise saying, you may not control the wind, but you can adjust your sails. Embrace the change and let go of the clingy nature. When we do, the world unfolds not as a series of obstacles, but as a dance we are all part of. Life is not about resisting change, but about finding our rhythm within it. The notion of control and surrendering has been deeply contemplated in diverse cultures and philosophies. What do we truly have a grip on, and what evades our grasp? Epictetus delineated this in the Enchiridion, asserting that our actions and perceptions are within our realm of control. On the other hand, external entities, be it our physique, wealth, or social status, lie beyond it. It's not that we shouldn't value or engage with the outer world. Rather, it's about not becoming ensnared by its unpredictable nature. The allure of worldly pleasures, though intoxicating, often leaves us wanting more. If we anchor our happiness to these external, volatile elements, we're essentially handing the reins of our emotions to the whims of fortune. This wisdom finds an echo in the Eastern philosophy. The Japanese term yujin beautifully captures the ephemeral and mysterious nature of life. Picture a distant ship concealed behind a far-off isle, or the fleeting sight of wild geese that momentarily emerge before getting lost in the vast skies. Such moments resonate with yujin, signifying life's transient and ineffable beauty. Life's essence lies in its transitory nature. Like the waves of the ocean, both the crest and the trough are equally important. Just as the teeth of a saw can't function without the gaps in between, life's moments of rise are intertwined with those of fall. Imagine if we were trapped in an unchanging state forever. Such an existence would rob us of life's dynamism and magic. In essence, understanding what's within our control and what's not is crucial. It equips us to navigate the changing currents of life, relishing its highs and accepting its lows. Embrace change, maintain balance, and find harmony in the dance of existence. A practical way to implement this philosophy in our daily life is to stop clinging to outcomes. life often unfolds in ways that seem cruel, teaching us through its unpredictable waves. Whenever we strive to seize control of it, we're met with resistance, often leading to inevitable heartache. Countless individuals spend their days consumed by notions of what should have, could have, or would have been. These shoals bind us in chains, magnifying our suffering each time reality doesn't align with them. Resisting life's flow is akin to swimming against a powerful current. It exhausts without progress. Let's consider the servant-master dynamic. Can we truly expect another human, with their independent thoughts and feelings, to always align with our desires? Isn't our peace more valuable than a servitude defined by absolute obedience? It's reminiscent of the world's diversity of opinions. The hope for a world devoid of dissenting voices is not just unrealistic, but likely detrimental. Harmony is not birthed from suppression, but from understanding and coexistence. It begins with individual acts of kindness and acceptance, regardless of whether others reciprocate. We may not have the power to change the world, but we hold the reins to our responses towards it. Insults, betrayals, and losses, while they can hurt, cannot dominate our emotional landscape unless we permit them. We determine our reactions, our feelings, and the weight we give to external events. Our appreciation is often skewed towards the peaks of life, the moments of clear triumph and joy. Yet, the valleys, the periods of quiet sorrow or introspection, are equally integral to our journey, just as the night complements the day and shadows accentuate light. These valleys are not voids but essential parts of life's rhythm. Indeed, while the world celebrates the mountain peaks, let's not forget what Lao Tzu professed. All things must return to the root from which they came. It's in the embrace of these valleys, these moments of return, that we truly understand life's ebb and flow and find our center amidst its chaotic dance. A second way to implement this way of life is to stop clinging to other people, things, power, and control. Life's grand illusion lies in the belief that we can possess and hold onto its gifts indefinitely. Be it cherished relationships, prized possessions, or the intoxicating allure of power, we're continually ensnared by the delusion of permanence. Deeply rooted in our psyche is the conflation of attachment with genuine affection. In this misinterpretation, we revel in the warmth of a close companion, yet anguish at the mere thought of their departure. This imagined pain, often more intense than actual loss, tethers our souls and amplifies our fears. This longing for permanence in an ever-changing world isn't limited to relationships alone. The intoxication of power, for instance, often blinds the best of us. Lao Tzu once remarked, "He who stands on tiptoe doesn't stand firm. He who rushes ahead doesn't go far." Power's transient nature eludes many. While it promises control, its grip remains ephemeral. Those who clutch it too tightly find their hands empty and their spirits weary. True wisdom is in recognizing life's fleeting nature. The Stoics, in their timeless wisdom, encouraged us to align ourselves with life's impermanence. But what's the path to such understanding? Consider Epictus' enlightening analogy of life as a grand banquet. When a dish is passed to you, partake, but in moderation. If it bypasses, refrain from halting it. If it hasn't yet come your way, let your patience endure. This way, in relationships, wealth, or titles, you'll dine in harmony with the cosmos. In essence, he reminds us to interact with life's offerings without being consumed by them, urging us to view the world's gifts as borrowed treasures. He prompts, "Never lament, I've lost it, but rather affirm, I've given it back." Your child departs this life. They've been returned. Your land is taken. It too has been given back. Such a mindset isn't about apathy, but about grasping life's fluidity. If we indeed owned our loved ones or our assets, they'd never leave our side. Thus, the borrowed, transient nature of these treasures aligns more with reality. Marcus Aurelius, another Stoic sage, echoed a similar sentiment when he said, "Loss is nothing else but change, and change is nature's delight." Accepting that everything we hold dear is borrowed allows us to cherish moments without the looming shadow of attachment. The key is to enjoy these gifts with open hands, ready to both receive and relinquish as the universe wills. In this dance with life, when we move in harmony with its rhythm, we find not just peace but profound joy. The world's offerings, whether relationships, possessions, or positions of power, can then be experienced in their fullness, without the chains of attachment. The Stoic way, it seems, is not about detachment from life, but deeper, more meaningful engagement. Stop caring about other people's opinions. In a world constantly intertwined by digital connections, the craving for approval and validation from others has heightened. The quintessential human desire to be recognized, acknowledged, and approved has always been potent, but modern life has amplified it. While it's true that being perceived positively can provide advantages, such as opening doors to relationships or lucrative career opportunities, the excessive emphasis on others' opinions can take a toll on our mental and emotional well-being. Research into the psychology of social validation has shown that our brains light up in areas related to reward when we receive positive feedback, like those likes on social media posts. Yet, an undue focus on seeking such rewards can lead us into a perpetual cycle of needing external validation. This cycle often spirals into stress, anxiety, and even feelings of inadequacy. Historical thinkers like Epictus urged us to place greater importance on our inner peace than the fluctuating opinions of others. Why fret over a missed social invitation if the company doesn't genuinely resonate with our soul? Why offer false praise just for the sake of maintaining appearances? Such gestures, while they might bring fleeting satisfaction, often come at the cost of our tranquility. Many find themselves trapped in an endless loop, attending events out of obligation, complimenting for the sake of politeness, or modifying behaviors purely based on others' expectations. But this pursuit, as tireless as it may seem, rarely leads to enduring contentment. If one mocks us, it's not their laughter that hurts, it's our belief in its significance. He suggests that, when faced with criticism, one could humorously think, if they knew more about me, they'd find even more to criticize. A study in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology found that individuals who anchor their self-worth on external factors, including others' opinions, often experience more stress and heightened potential for mental health issues. The antidote? Cultivating an internal compass of self-worth and learning to detach our self-esteem from external praise or criticism. The art of resilience lies in discerning the difference between constructive feedback and baseless opinion. Feedback, when taken rightly, can lead to personal growth, while baseless opinions, often rooted in the speaker's insecurities, offer little value. Thank you for tuning in. If you enjoyed, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and share. Also, please consider checking out our Patreon for more content. Appreciate your support.